Hello, welcome to the Daily Nature Journal. Today I'm going to be creating a spread of butterflies on this page. I'm going to be using my butterfly guide reference book. I'm going to be using the photographs on my phone. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of imagination. I'm going to be working with butterflies that I've actually seen myself so far this year. This video is also available as a paint-along tutorial on my Patreon, where I'll show you all of the processes that I'll be using to create the butterfly page here. I've just laid these out for my press, so I just want to work out where my butterflies are going to be resting. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw around the tops of my pressed flowers. So you can think of these as these are like little perches for the butterflies. And they give me an idea of where I might want the butterflies to sit without me having to draw them out. So now what I'm left with is these markings here, and that's where I've got the choice of where to put my butterflies. I'm thinking about where my pressed flowers were. I want to attempt to have this one hanging off of the flower. So I'm just making sure everything's about right in position. I've got butterflies everywhere I want butterflies. I'd like another one here. And for this one I'm using the guidebook, but I am going to slightly change. I want to show the underside of the wing, but I want to open the wing a little bit so I can show the other side. And now I'm just going to go straight in with my black 02 throughout. And what I want to do is I want to use my photographs to do the very, very outside of the outlines, not the insides of the wings. I'm just going to remove all my pencil lines. Now I'm putting this on with reference to my photograph. The main thing that I want to make sure that I don't do is go over any areas that are very light. So what I want to create here is just a very nice quick sketch. Just capturing the main colours that are of interest in this particular butterfly. Now while I've got my oranges, I'll also move across. The way I like to work is bringing all of the colours that I've got that are similar and doing them all together, because that's going to speed things up so much, and I want to be able to do this quickly. So I just want to outline the wings in the darkest areas of brown. Get all of those darker areas in now. Because I've already got this lovely yellow as the background, I want to kind of leave the yellow spots with the paper sort of showing through. I'm putting a lighter orange in the areas where it is lighter, but I don't want it to be as light as the background colour of the paper. So this one's getting towards being finished already. So this orange has dried off, so I can put in the very bright blue colour. anywhere where I want to put a lot of dark in now. It's on here. Here for sure, it's very dark. Now we've got some very muted colours on the small tortoise shell wings on the closed bottom face. So I'm talking about right here. So I want to make sure I water this down quite a lot. Now I'm just going to let these dry, and then I can put a last layer to really bring out a little bit more of the lights and darks, and I'll be adding some white with my Pilot Choose white pen. Now it's all dried, I'm just going to add a little bit more colour, just where it needs it. Now I'm just going to add in some white highlights where I need to. So particularly on this orange tip butterfly where there's quite a lot of white here. On my red admiral. Here around this edge on this just needs a little hint of white. So I very quickly created a sketch of a group of butterflies, so all the butterflies that I've seen made this year. Now I'm going to very quickly glue in my pressed flowers, and then that will finish off the page. And here's the page with the flowers added. I've glued them in my usual way with the EVA glue, and they give these butterflies some context. If you want to see the full process of how I made this page, you can go to my Patreon, and it's in the paint along tutorials tier. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching today. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.